Have you been thinking about starting your own e-commerce business but don't know where to get started, or you don't know what to sell? This video is going to be great for you. What's up guys, TJ here with another e-commerce video. If you like these types of videos, please hit that like button. Also hit that subscribe button and that bell icon so you can get notifications whenever I release new content. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I normally don't talk about how much money you can make online, because we all know that if you get into the right market and you have the right product, you can make a lot of money. We've all seen it, $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 a day or a month or a week or whatever, and we all want to get there, But today I'm going to show you a very manageable way to get started, especially if you have no money. I'm going to tell you how I got started. So this is personal to me in terms of how you can get started. I'm just going to give you a little bit of backstory about myself. Probably 7 years ago, so 2010, I was a broke college student. I was in my bachelor program. I was paying for it myself out of pocket, and it was quite expensive. And I was taking my income from work and basically putting everything into my bills, into my school. And I wanted to start a business because I was going to school for business in order to start my own business, and I had already had the principles and the ideas and the drive and the motivation to start my own business, but I didn't have the funds to do it. So I joined this program. I think I paid $500. It was like $497 for this program, and it was basically showing me how to enter the e-commerce market. Well, I spent the $500, but then that took all of my money that I had to actually start this business, because you see a lot of videos where they talk about you can start this with no money, and you can start with no money. There are people that have started with $0 and have been able to turn that into $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a day. But for the majority of people, you'll start and you won't get anywhere. You'll fail, and then you probably won't ever try to do it again, or you'll start it and you'll lose money very rapidly, and you'll get into a spiral of not being able to make any money and not being able to find a product to sell, or you have a product that you can sell but you can't make any money on it. So what I did was I took a few items from my house and I sold them on eBay. That's just how I got started selling on eBay. And a lot of people that make the mistake of wanting to start a e-commerce business but never has sold anything online before. I've been selling things online on eBay since I was 18 years old, and so I know how to sell things on eBay, but in terms of like Shopify, eBay, Fulfillment by Amazon, and things like that, I've had to learn that along the way. So I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of how to do it. Well, I say quick, it's probably gonna be a long video, but I'm going to show you what I did to get started, and hopefully that will help you get started on your e-commerce journey. Let's go ahead and get something out the way. I'm not going to tell you how to start this with $0, and let me tell you why. Because if I can sit here and tell you to do things, but if I don't think that it's going to actually work for you, I'm not going to put it out there. You know what I mean? So I'm going to tell you exactly what I did. So the first thing that you are going to have to do, and this is what I did, was I found 3 or 4 items inside my house and I listed them on eBay and sold them. Now this may seem like, oh, I can't find anything to sell around my house. There's things around your house that you can sell right now. And especially if you want to get into, if you're serious about starting a business, you are going to have to make some kind of sacrifices. And so what I did was I found 4 or 5 items that I had that I could sell. I had a set of tires. I had a couple of like old cell phones. I had a camera. I had a Wii that I had never played before. I had a few different things, and I sold them online. I made about $600 or $700 off of it, and I used that $600 or $700. And I started selling, and I started selling things and selling things. A couple things didn't work out. I will tell you, like, my first product that I had was these small MP3 players. And if you're watching my videos, you've heard me talk about this before, but they sold. I sold a lot of them, and I was actually making a lot of money of them. And I was actually selling them on eBay, and I was selling them to people like at my job and things like that. What had happened was when I was selling these MP3 players, I didn't have enough money to purchase more because they was a little more expensive to purchase them, you know, and I didn't really know about doing research, you know, finding a cheaper price or negotiating a cheaper price at that time. And so when I ordered these, I ordered a bunch of them. I actually did find a supplier that can sell them to me for cheaper, but it took so long for me to get them. By the time I got them, somebody else had gotten to the market. And I'll show you a little bit later how you can check and see if there are other US sellers that are trying to do the same thing, which is going to be eventually selling items, having a private label, or just selling items from like wholesale kind of websites and send them to fulfillment by Amazon, or shipping them to or selling them on eBay. I'm going to switch to the computer, and we're going to talk about a couple of things. First, we're going to talk about selling your items, your 3 or 4 items that you can find around your house. You can find them. They're there. Just look for them. And then we'll talk about finding your first item or your first couple of items that you can send for samples. A lot of people, they will send you free samples. All you gotta do is pay shipping. You can get those samples, make sure they're a good product. You can order a few of them, list them, and anyway, we'll get right to it. All right, guys, we're going to start here on eBay. So like I said earlier, you need to find 3 to 5 items that you can sell that are around the house. So I just made like a quick list of things that I had laying around right now at this point. If I want to sell them, I could on eBay. And so my items were an iPhone 5S, a Canon PowerShop 7 SD 750, a Wii Fit, and the software that goes with it, and a Netgear wireless router. And I'm sure there's other things that I can sell, but that was just, oh, actually I have an iPod that I could sell that I do not use because I have an iPhone that does the same thing as my iPod. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, you know, what these items are selling for, and we'll come up with the total. All right. So the first thing I said was an iPhone 5S. All right. So if you don't know how to do this, this is how you do it. So if you pull up iPhone 5S, it's going to show everything that's listed for right now. But what you want to do is you want to see what has sold recently. And this will give you an idea of how much to sell your product for. So there's one for 89, one for 119, one for 158, 129, 158. So I think that you could probably sell this phone, because I've sold a lot of phones on eBay. You probably could sell this phone for 150 bucks. All right. I said I had a Canon PowerShot camera. They have a bunch of different ones here. I'm going to say you probably could sell it for at least $20. I mean, I bought this camera probably 10 or 15 years ago. So it's probably not going to sell for much. So we're just going to go ahead and say, you know, we'll say $25. So 150 and 25, that's 175. So this is money that you've sold these items for and was able to, you know, get money for them. Wii Fit balance board. And I swear I've used this like one time. And this is going to be with the software. So I think the good price for this is probably going to be around $25. You can probably sell it for a little bit more, but I'm going to say about $25 for that. And then I said a Netgear router. I want to say it's a, oops, not Nighthawk. It's a, we'll just go to router. I'm pretty sure you probably should be able to get at least $20 for this router that I have. So there's a bunch of different prices. You know, of course, they have a bunch of different ones on here. So I'm going to say you probably could sell it for at least 20 bucks. And an iPod. I don't know which year iPod this is. But it's not the new one because I have 2 of them. So it's an iPod Touch. We'll say 5th generation. I believe that's what it is because that's what it looks like. So you could probably sell this is in good shape. I see a lot of 70s, 80s, 90s. I'm gonna say $85. You can probably sell this for. All right, so let's add up how much money we have sold. Let's see, so 150, that was for the iPhone. 25, that was for the camera. 25, that was for the Wii. 20, that was for the Netgear router, and 85. So we've raised 300. Let's just say you've raised $300 now. And I'm going to show you how I would list these products. So let's go up here to sale. And so you can go here and you can type in like a UPC or a product name, and it's going to give you kind of a 5S. So you can go right here and click on this, and it's going to give you photos. It's going to give you all the details that go in with this. It's going to save you a lot of time on your listing, and I do recommend doing this because these are optimized for selling on eBay. So I'm going to click on this. All right, so I would leave the title like it is right here. If you want to make a bold title, you can make one. I will tell you that items that have a bold title normally sell quicker, especially if you're doing like an auction style, which is what we're going to do. You can change your condition here. Maybe used, it may be brand new. You can add your own personal. You can leave that photo there, the stock photo, and then now, of course, if it's not new, then they're not going to leave the stock photo in there. So I would recommend just taking some really good, high quality photos of your product. If you have an iPhone, you can take them with your iPhone, or if you have a camera, you can take them with your camera. I would take 5 or 6 photos and upload them here to make sure that people can see actually what they're going to need. People aren't going to buy things that don't have good photos. I will leave all that blank. Who cares about that? All right, so your description. So don't get fancy with your description. Just tell it, you know, the condition of the item is barely used, maybe a few scratches on it, blah, blah, well taken care of, whatever, in your description. So I'm putting here type this description here. So just do a quick couple of sentences telling about the item. You don't have to get into too much detail because eBay is going to upload all of the other details about this item on there. So this is how I sell things quick on eBay when it's like a used item. I go to auction style, which if you're new to eBay, eBay is going to give you so many free auction style listings that you can do. And they're also going to limit how many items you can sell. So a lot of people say, you know, you can go here, you can drop ship, and you can have this, that, and the third, which you can. But if you're starting out on eBay, you're not going to be able to sell a lot of things because you're going to have restrictions. You're going to have restrictions on how many items you can sell, how much the total of those items can be sold, and also you're going to be restricted on your PayPal. You're going to have to wait 21 days to get your payment. So with this, you're going to sell them quick, but you're not going to, you know, you're not going to get your money until it ain't going to be 21 days. If you send it right out, it'll be, I think, 2 or 3 days after they receive the product, they'll release the money to you. So you just have to make sure as soon as they pay for the item, you send it straight out to them. Anyway, normally I do 3 days on the auction style. You can do a 1 day. You probably won't get as much interest unless it's like a peak day, like a weekend day or something. So normally I do a 3-day thing, and I'll do my starting price as 50 cents. Let me tell you why. 50 cents is going to generate a lot of interest in the beginning. So you'll have somebody that's going to do a starting bid of 50 cents. Well, then that's going to get, at least you have one bid. So that's going to put you above some of the other items that may not have any bids. All right. So then you can put a buy it now price here. So this is how I do a buy it now price. So if I know that my goal for making, I want to make $150 on this iPhone. So what I'll do is I put the buy it now price for $175. So that's telling the seller or that's telling the buyer that, hey, you can buy this right now for $175. That's going to be $25 over my target price. Now what you can do is set your reserve price to $149. Okay, so that means that this item will not sell unless it gets $149 for it. Now, nobody would be able to see the reserve price. Some people send you comments and ask you what the reserve price is, but just ignore them. Let the bids go up, and I'm going to say 95% have always gotten my reserve price. So that's the minimum that I'm willing to sell it for. Okay. Okay, of course you only have one. Put your PayPal address in. That's just a return. You can do returns accepted. Now, here's another thing, your shipping cost. So what I normally do is I'll do free shipping on it. Depending on what the size of the item is, you can get an idea of how much it's going to cost to ship on the like USPS or FedEx website. You are going to get a discount with eBay with your shipping cost. But a lot of people will only purchase things when it has free shipping. So I would just, throw that in the price. So iPhone 5 is going to cost about $5 to send. I'm okay with selling it for $149 and paying that $5 for shipping and offer them free shipping. Normally I do my handling time is 1 business day. And so my fee is going to be $7, $6.96 to sell this item. And the reason it's that much is because I have a few things on here. I have a buy it now price, and that's going to add a fee. Also, the reserve is going to add a fee. So these things are going to, it's $7, and $7 may seem like, oh no, I have to pull out some money. Yes, you do have to pay money to list this item, but in the long run, you're going to be able to sell your item fast, and you're going to be able to sell it for how much you want to sell it for. So anyway, I'm not going to list this, but this is what you would go through to list your items and to gain your money. So let's just fast forward and say we've sold these items in 5 days. All 5 of these items, when we made $300, and we've gotten that $300 to our PayPal account. Now, the next thing that we need to do is we need to find 2 or 3 items that are going to sell. So with Fulfillment by Amazon and with eBay, there's a lot of variables to think about. But right now, we're just going to stick straight and directly with Amazon. Or, I'm sorry, we're just going to stick directly with eBay. And I'm going to say this. When you're starting out, it's going to be easier to deal with eBay. I'm just telling you that right now. You don't have any monthly fees like you do on Amazon. And the listing criteria is way, way, way looser than doing Amazon or Fulfillment by Amazon. So we're going to start with eBay on this method. So we're going to find 2 or 3 items that we can sell on eBay. So let's go to eBay first. And we're going to be selling things from either Alibaba or AliExpress. And the reason I chose either of these sites is because you can find things that are fairly cheap, and you can get either free samples or you can order a small amount just to kind of sample the market. So what I've gone through before this video and found some of the top selling items that sell on Amazon and on eBay. And one of them was this waterproof mini LED portable Bluetooth speaker. That's a mouthful right there. So this little Bluetooth speaker. It's got some cool colors with it, and it is waterproof. And people are selling them. I saw a lot of these are sold on Amazon as well as eBay. So I went and did a quick search on Alibaba, and I found these exact same waterproof LED Bluetooth speakers. Now, they had them sold for $1.99 to $2.99. You could probably negotiate a smaller price for these, and the minimum order is 1 piece. So that's going to be really, really good in terms of purchasing multiple items, because you can order 5 of these, for $1.99 and test, list them. And if they sell, then order more. So this is another secret that a lot of people don't even think about doing. But okay, so say you're on Alibaba and you're looking for items to sell. So, you go in here, you've got all these products to look at. Well, this is what I do. So if I find a product and you go right down here and they have, normally it's on the product details, you know, showing everything about the product. But they have this little tab right here. It's called Transactions Overview. So this is all the transactions that this seller has sold to, you know, different countries. So, and I could see this, they have 21 transactions that are totaling $180,000 plus. So when you click on Transactions Overview, you have a lot of information here. So what is this right here telling you? This right here is telling you that at least once a month, for the most part, they are shipping items to the United States to a seller. So this is one transaction. Each one of these lines is one transaction. This one is less than 1,000. This is less than 1,000. This is over 1,000. This is over 1,000. This is over 1,000. This is over 1,000. So this is thousands and thousands of products that somebody is selling, and I'm going to guarantee you it's somebody selling on either Amazon or eBay or both. And so that's powerful. That's how I got started with my watches, because I saw that there was somebody ordering them from the United States, and I found that one person that was selling them in the United States, and I just outpriced them. I outpriced them, and I made my listing look better than theirs, and I was actually able to take over that market that they were selling. So that's what you want to do. You want to go in here, you want to find a product that you think will sell, and so if we say, okay, this is going to be a pretty decent product for us to sell, and let's do some calculations. All right, guys, another thing I want to mention before we go any further is that when we calculated the $300 that we made from eBay, don't forget you will have to pay 13% for your eBay and PayPal fees. So in this fictitious situation, after our fees have been paid, we do have a net value of $300 after we sold our items. And another thing I want to tell you about that is when you're going in, you're making your listing for eBay, you will not have to pay those fees up front. Those fees are going to be added to your eBay account, and then whenever they reconcile those at the end of the month or whenever they do it, you will have to pay those fees. So by that time, you should have already sold your items, and you will have the funds to pay for those things. And just think about that when you're selling your items, you know, just including the 13% eBay fees that you're going to have to pay on the final value of the items that you have sold. All right, moving along, guys. So we found one item that we think that we can sell, and it is this MP3 player, or this Bluetooth speaker. And let's say we bought 5 of those. Okay, and we're going to sell those for whatever price that we come up with. So let's try to come up with the price for these. So right now they have these for $7.99. That's what this person is selling them for. Let's go over here. We'll say waterproof Bluetooth speaker. I'm sorry if this video is running long, but I really want you guys to get this. So these are going to be your more expensive Bluetooth speakers. Let's look between $25 and $50 and see if we can find this speaker. We may not be able to find it in this price point. Just look for something similar or comparable to what we have. I have an idea of what the price is going to be. All right, guys, so it doesn't look like we're going to find the exact one that we found here, but I did see one that was fairly similar. Let's see if I can find it again. Right here. It's $12.99. And then the one that I saw on eBay. Actually, let's do this. We're going to do our little trick that we did earlier. And here you're going to find the same one. So this one's $8, blah, blah, blah. So let's go over here to the sold listings. So it's going to tell you what actually has sold. All right, so there's one for, that was today, for $8.19, $9.07, something that's comparable, $7 to $10, that's $650. Of course, that's from China. Make sure you look at that. We're going to be U.S. sellers, so you're going to be able to sell things a little bit easier. This one is from Hong Kong, and it's $325. So if you see something that's the exact same item that you have, so this is of course the exact same item, they're selling it for $3.25. So you could, if you wanted to, you could drop ship this from, you can create two listings. You can do a drop shipping listing where you could drop ship this. If you negotiate a good price, like $1.98 for this, and you can sell it on here for $3.25 for each one that you sell, you're going to be able to make, at least $1, from it. But that's not what we're going to do right now. What we're going to do is we're just going to order them and sell them myself. So what I like to do, if I see an item that's listed and people are buying it from Hong Kong for, $3.25, I think people would pay double the price if they could get it, in 2 or 3 days. So $3.25 times 2, which is $6.50. So that's right around the other prices that we saw. This is $12.99. So I think that we could probably get, I don't know, $8.99 for it. So let's say $8.99 that we can sell. So for each one that we sell on eBay, it's going to be $8.99 times 13%. So it's going to be $117. Okay, so that means for each one, you're going to make a profit of $7.82. And then when you take off how much you paid for it, which is $1.99, that's going to be a profit of $5.83 for every one sold. So that's pretty good. So now you bought 5 of these. So let's say we sold 5 of them. That's going to be, let's just say right at $30 profit that you've made on this one product. Now what you're going to do is you're going to find 2 or 3 other products and do the same thing. So we start out with $300, and let's say we allocate $100 to finding or to purchasing these test products. So if you can find 5 products that are $1.99 a piece, so that'd be $1.99 times 5, and so that's going to allow us to buy 10 of each product, right? Okay. So now you have 10 products, or you'll have 50 products. So we have 50 products that we can sell. Let's say we sold all these products and they all sold for the same amount of money, and we made that profit of $7.82. Say for instance we made a profit. Let's just say we profited $5. I'm not even gonna get into the pennies. Let's say we made $5 profit for each one of those items sold. So that's 5 times 50. So that's going to give you a profit of $250. Now, let's go back. Let's say we sold them for $8.99. We take our 13%. And this is how you have to do your research process. So $1.17. All right, so that's $7.82. So let's say $7.82. That's actually how much money you are going to make if you weren't to purchase the same product. So let's say $7.82, and we had 50 products. So you're actually going to make $391. Now you take that $391, and we're going to add. We only took $100 from our $300, so we'll add $200 to that. So that gives us $591 to do. So now what I would do in this situation is I would take either 2 or 3 of those products and I would scale up on those products. So let's just say we chose 2. So we'll divide our $591. Actually, what I would do is I would probably take out of $591, I would take $400 out of that. That leave you $191 to play around with, for the thing. So $400. So that's $200 per product. And we can purchase them for $1.99. So that means you can buy 100 of those Bluetooth speakers and 100 of the other product that you find, and we can sell them. So say for instance you bought 100 of them. Now they can sell, and they probably will sell. So if we sold 100 of those products, and we sold them for $8.99. That's going to give you $899. Okay, and from the $8.99, you're going to take out your 13%. So that's $117. So this is going to be the money, $872 or $782 is what you're going to have to put into the pot that you can purchase more products. So you take that $700, and now this is $700 or $782 from one product. So now we're working just with one product, and you're going to do this for each product that you have. You're going to take that $782 and you're going to put it right back into your product. So we'll divide 782 by $1. And let's say this, if you're ordering $700 and something worth of product, you can negotiate a lower price. So let's say we can negotiate them down to $1.56. So now we can order 500 of them. Okay. So now we have 500 products, and now we have a little bit more money to invest into advertisement. We have money to invest into other platforms, selling, maybe sending some to fulfillment by Amazon, because now we have 500 products. We can sell 250 on eBay. We can send 100 of them to fulfillment by Amazon. All right, so let's say we bought 500, and let's say we sold, of the 500 we sold 450. Okay, at our price of $8.99. Okay, that's $4,045. And then we're going to multiply our 13%, 445. Oops. All right, so now you've made $3,520 for this one product. So now we said earlier we had two products that we was going to work with, and you're going to multiply that times 2. That's going to be $7,000. So you see the math that kind of has to go with this, and it works out like this. I'm telling you, and I'm encouraging you that this does work. You know, it's all sounding good, and you really have to open up your mind, but this does work. If you can find 1 or 2 products that you can sell and that you can scale up with. So with this one, we found a Bluetooth product, and real quick, we'll try to find another one. This is another way that I do it. I'll type in hot selling on Amazon, on Alibaba, and we'll say in electronics. Okay. Now what they'll do is they'll put stuff on, they'll put this hot selling on products, and they may not necessarily be hot selling, but you can look on here, and there will be some that do sell a lot on Amazon. A lot of them are cell phone cases and things like that. Oh, another thing that a lot of people have been buying is power banks. So let's look that up. All right, so we have some power banks here. I saw one earlier. It was like a white power bank. All right, so this is one. It's between $2 and $6. Look at this and see what they have. They have had 11 transactions for $240,000. That's good. You can look at all the specs. Let's look at the transactions real quick. Oops. Sign me out. All right, so we can see here that somebody made a 5-figure order to the United States here. It don't show you how much, but it's at least $10,000 order on 5/4, and they're probably selling this item on eBay or on Amazon, or Amazon and eBay. So let's look on Amazon. Let's look real quick. Power bank. Let's look at white power bank, and we probably can find this same one or something similar. So this one has like a blue screen on it. What is it? It's a 10,000 milliamp hour one. So, if you're looking for something that's similar, you would have to really gauge it based on that. So this one right here is a 10,000 milliamp hour USB. Is $21 is what they sell it for. So this is shipping from China. So people are actually paying $21 to have this shipped from China, and we'll have to wait 30 days for it. So if you could get this one for $3.50 and you can sell it for $20, you know, we can run the numbers on that. Let's say you can get it for, let's say you sold it for $17.99. Okay, so $17.99 times 13%, 234. I hope I remember my numbers right. All right, so $15.65 that you can make for each one, and then if you take out the price that you paid for it, that means you made $12 for each one of those sold. So if you know, we went back to our $100 that we were going to try products for, you can order 10 of these, and you will have made profit, pure profit, $121 from those 10 power banks that you purchased. So that's really how you get to where you can make $1,000 a day on Amazon or eBay or both. And you know, the crazy thing is that once you start buying these products and selling them, especially if you find one that sells a lot of, then that money is going to start rolling in. Those orders are going to start rolling in. And I'm going to tell you one thing with eBay is that it can get overwhelming. So, you know, you order 300, 400, 500 of these products and you list them and you start getting, you know, hundreds of orders a day. It can become a very big hassle. And I want you to be mentally prepared for success, because once you start selling these products and you start getting all these orders, you're going to be successful. I know you can do it. So my next video that I'm going to make is going to be about the doing like a free plus shipping. That's something that I learned about a year or so ago, and I've been able to make a lot of profits from doing free plus selling, but you really have to know about doing Facebook ads and things like that. We'll talk about that on our next video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. I really appreciate you guys for watching. Thanks, guys.